yogurt and doing the cam.
Yeah, because Cam promotes yogurt. So
Yes, I know. Are you gonna get up and walk out in the middle of the show?
yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Let me
I was like,
let me work on my links. Let me do my
okay. I was like, you gonna get up and walk out in the middle of the show? That's what's hot in these streets.
I don't know what is wrong with this dude, man.
So we gotta support this, because if not, we're not black.
You said
no. That's I've been told. There's an obscene amount of ignorance floating around amongst black people that are caping up for Cam. And yesterday was bad, but today I have read more tomfoolery and shenanigans with people talking about, well, they're just trying to stifle his blackness. And, our black men just can't even, they can't exist. And if you're not supporting Cam, you should question how you really feel and what you're trying to do for the people.
You sure you're talking about Cam or Beyonce?
Cam.
Keep going.
I was like, what? I mean, and I was reading this stuff, and at first, like yesterday, I was trying to educate, and I'm commenting, and I'm just going, okay, look, it was poor sportsmanship. It's not okay, and don't turn into a 2-year-old going, well, Peyton Manning did it. What? Well, and nobody said anything to him. Number one, when he did it, that's false. And just because you saw it on a meme on Facebook doesn't make it true, because those are actually made up. Right. And people make them to spin the point they're trying to get across. So don't use that as your source of accurate information.
So let me tell you what I told Jason the other day. Jason, I told her about you and Miss Parrish, back and forth. But let me tell you what I told Jason. I said, first of all, question whatever blackness you want.
Yes.
Bottom line is this: I understand why he did what he did, but you can't do that. You have to. Right. That is the one time that you need to smile, even if it hurts, and just smile at the media and say, "We got our butts whipped. I don't like it," and that's all I got to say, and just walk away. But no. But I'm saying, I know that's not the simplest way. I know that's not. But what I was saying is, he's got to understand, just like you, Jason, and Previn. Let's take it there. It's not, don't make it a race thing. Yes, it is a race thing, because you have to be bigger and better than the system. You can't let it consume you, and he let that moment consume him to the point where now he's going to get the criticism. And I don't care about what everybody else says. We saw what happened. We saw him walk away from that fumble.
Hey, look here, man.
We saw him.
Hey, look here.
No, but here's the other thing. Because here's the other thing. On top of that, when you stand on the sidelines and start taking pictures and selfies and dabbing when you were blowing a team out and the game is still going on, and if you don't want to see me dab, then don't let me score. Okay, so Denver heard your message, and they were like, check. Don't want to see you dab. Check. You don't get the score. You do all of that. You talk all that noise. 4 weeks before the Super Bowl, you release a commercial talking about, if you don't like what I'm doing, well, too bad there are no Band-Aids for feelings. And somebody told me, well, he didn't write the script, and clearly that doesn't necessarily fit his characteristics.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever, he did the commercial. And based off of the buffoonery that he gave all season long, it actually fits his arrogant ass. So, yeah, I'm buying it that he meant it. They don't have Band-Aids for feelings. However, I've crafted some up. You can see these here.
Yeah,
I've crafted some up. You can go ahead and get these. Y'all can inbox me on Facebook if you like. Robinson and
Please
Robinson,
inbox Lenise.
we
Do not inbox
we've
me.
got we've got band-aids
Don't
for
inbox
you.
me.
We've got band-aids for your feelings, and as you can see what the byline says, for when you're feeling some kind of way.
Back
This
it up
is
a
for
little bit,
Cam Newton.
Denise. Just there you go. There you go.
This is for Cam Newton and all the people
Can I say
caping
something?
up for him.
Pete, can I
If
say
you need a
something?
band-aid to feel better
Okay.
about people questioning his blackness, stifling him being a man, and all that other nonsense, get at me. I got some for you. Robinson and Robinson, for
Okay.
your feelings, for when you're
All
feeling
right.
some kind of way.
Let's let Cam talk. Go
That
ahead,
was
Cam.
clever.
That's all
Look,
I'm saying.
but let me say something first of all. It really hurt my jaw to hold that pout that long while I was in bed. That's first and foremost. Nah, for real though, there's a lot of
That's a lot to talk about.
there's a lot to talk about. And I don't want to spend a lot of it on this, but I've had 2 days to think about it, and I was watching the presser, and when it happened, I sat there for a few minutes, and I said, you know what? Drop the link on that, say something, make a comment. Then I said, no, I didn't actually comment on it at all, or at all. My only comment was to mention the Bill Romanowski comment on the page, and then Denise said to me, "What happened? I missed it." And I said, "You'll see, hear, and read about it plenty in the next few hours."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Was it that bad?" I said,
Mm-mm.
"Well, no, right." What I said was, I was disappointed.
Disappointed.
It was
Everybody's
disappointing.
disappointed.
And
Everybody.
I leave it at that, and that's
That's
it.
it.
2 days later,
You just
that's
gotta.
still how I feel. It was like, well, this is literally on me. Oh, that was disappointing. Now I wanted to get more worked up, but I couldn't.
It like.
Well,
I mean,
no,
but
And
I was disappointed, but I became frustrated with people being angry that black people were disappointed in Cam, all because Peyton Manning did it. That can't be your answer for everything. Because Peyton Manning did it.
But
no, you know what though, Lenise?
Lenise, though, the only thing I'm saying though is don't get mad. Don't give Cam the band-aids for what they're doing. They're riling you up because bottom line, what else? What else?
Yes,
No,
you
no,
are.
but
Look,
I'm giving
you
him
are.
band-aids because I've heard his response to the presser and his answer for why he didn't dive for the ball. He needs a
That's a
band-aid.
different
And
subject.
That's a whole different subject.
That's a different subject.
that is a whole different subject, yes. But so I needed everybody. There's band-aids for everyone in this scenario.
Inbox,
But
Lenise. I ain't got nothing to do with that Band-Aid.
I mean, if we want to talk about the football side of this, we can get into that because the whole essence of the Cam pouting and all of that stuff. I
Well,
mean,
you know what? You know
I'll be
what
honest
that whole
with you,
thing
though,
was?
bro. You saw it coming, though. I mean,
Oh boy, did we? I
he's
mean, here's the
26
thing.
years old. He ain't ready.
2 hours.
No,
2
no,
hours
no.
before the
I don't
game.
want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. There have been 26-year-olds in the Super Bowl who have lost.
But there
And
has been.
still-
But my point is, Denise, he's 26 years old. I don't care about. We know a lot of people that were grown with beards at 18. But my point is, he's 26. This is Cam.
And
This
he's
is the
been in the
essence.
spotlight long enough to know better.
But let's not act like he's the only person that's done this. That's all I'm saying. They can the whole comparison to Peyton Manning is bogus. But that's not act like he's the only person that's ever done something wrong in an emotional state after
But
getting
Pete,
his
as a
butt whipped.
Dolphins fan, correct me if I'm wrong on this. Didn't Dan Marino decline to speak after
The San Francisco 49ers whipped that butt. Yes.
Dan Marino did not get in front of the podium
But he didn't decline to do that commercial about you chose the right one.
with
the next
gloves.
And next year I'm buying. He didn't decline. He didn't decline the commercial, but he declined to speak. Look, he declined to speak, but he didn't walk off mid-interview and sulk during it either. I'm just saying there are choices and there are ways to handle things. That's all I'm saying.
I don't need to take. I'm gone.
I can't with you, our friend tonight. Okay, I can't with you, our friend tonight. Jason, get in here. Jason, get in here.
Pete, I done left twice. You ain't said nothing.
Boy.
Jason, get in here. Get in here.
The funny thing is that as Pete
it's
said, I
boring.
was going back and forth with people about
You people.
why he shouldn't
See,
have
look
done
at
what he done.
there, there.
And the way I see it is just like this. I agree with Pete where it's like you can't do what everybody else. People that grow up, looking like us, you've been hearing it your whole life. You can't do what they do.
You can't.
You
You
can't.
can't.
You can't do what
It's-
they do, and I get it because I even heard there was a battle for equality and all of this stuff, and I was like, I get it. You always want to be equal to the white people, but in this instance, even though Peyton Manning did it, could he have not just been better? Like, why do I have to co-sign on foolishness as a black person to be
You're
considered
right.
black enough?
When Tom Brady, yeah,
I won't.
and even
I'm
and
gonna just
You
even
don't
be a
have to.
different kind of black. I'm okay
right.
being a different kind of
No,
black
it's
person.
not
I'm a
Well,
about.
different kind of black
No,
person.
no, you don't have to.
Apparently something that came up was that when Russell Wilson and Colin Kaepernick was brought up, especially Russell Wilson, it came up where they were saying he was that type of guy, and I'm like,
Here
here
we
we
go.
go,
I
Here we
really have
go.
a problem with that.
and I'm
Here we
like
go.
that type of
Go.
guy, and I'm
Here we
like,
go.
I've
oh
had a real
no,
problem. No, you
and
saw
I
the
was just
meme
like,
floating
and I'm sitting
around
here like, you mean
after they won the
professional,
championship.
but
Where you had the picture of you had the picture of Alfonso Ribeira correlated to Russell Wilson, and then Cam Newton correlated to Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I was like, this is where we're at, huh?
yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
yeah,
And where we
this
at
is
is
Is he a
what we
we
bro-
have
see.
a
we
lot
at
of
the
people. We
we
have
at
a
the
lot of
is he a
people.
brother or a cornball brother type
Stop it.
stuff?
Stop it. Stop
We're
it.
getting there.
Let's just
But
just
the
stop
sad
it.
thing, but the thing that's sad is that even if you want to pull race out of it, okay, when Tom Brady did it, he wasn't right when he did it.
Look,
They were talking about if Peyton did it, it wasn't right when he did it.
it's
It's
But
not
see,
about
everybody
who you.
hates
It's not
Tom
about who
Brady,
you
so they were
are.
just happy to see him go.
bottom line.
I
Bottom
mean,
line. Don't even put race into it. It's just a
no, it's just
Yeah,
maturity.
being.
It's a
It's a part
maturity
of the
thing, man.
job.
He's got to grow up. That's it.
Yeah, it's a
He's
part
just
of the
gotta
job.
grow up. It's
It's a
part.
part of the job. It's just like
We
going
can
to.
sit here and beat him up, and we can beat him up, or we can support him, whatever side you on.
And
But
if
at the
I
end of the
do, we're
day,
still wrong. If I don't
that's
do
what I'm
either, we're
saying.
wrong.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do it. You just. I was personally looking at the fact and waiting to see was this the moment that he was going to overcome it, and he didn't. And that's the only disappointment. I'm not taking anything away from his season. I don't care how much he dabbed. I don't care how much he celebrated. You 15-1. You got something to say. I bet you the Dolphins 15-1. They would have celebrated too. Bottom line is,
but my thing is,
no,
if you're gonna celebrate it,
Denise,
then you have to be able to take the loss.
but Lenise, that's obvious what you're saying. What you're saying is the obvious point. What I'm saying is it's Cam Newton. He's not ready for it yet, and everybody should have known that. We were hoping that he was, but I didn't have any expectation. As soon as I saw that game over, I said he's going to pout. He's going to not be happy. I said
Well,
that. I was
he
like,
was
jokingly, I made
throwing
an
tantrums on
entrance.
the field, so pouting, yes.
when I saw him walk away, and let's get to that now. When I saw him back away from that fumble, it was almost like he basically said,
Ricky Waters.
my team laid down on me, so ain't no need of me jumping on that ball. That's what it
Lenise.
sounded that. And when that happened, I said, if they lose this game, which they're going to, I said it's inevitable.
Now we just
Inevitable
switched
that
here.
he's going to do something wrong at that podium.
Now we just
It was going to happen. That's all I'm saying. And you saw
all because he
tweet.
didn't die.
You saw
All because he didn't die for the football.
but that was the whole game. There was no effort.
For who? For what?
That's what I'm
You think
saying.
there was no effort the whole game?
For who?
No, Prep, what I'm saying is
I thought that's
the
what you said.
the mindset of
Oh,
the
that
game
was-
is almost like it's not easy, so I'm not going to work harder to win. You saw that attitude the entire game with that offense and Cam.
For what?
When
No,
they
that's
were
not
not,
what
when
I
he
saw.
was getting sacked,
That
he
ain't what I
was getting
saw.
off the ground. He wasn't getting off the ground like Brett Favre being pissed. He was getting off the ground like, what's going on? You know what? Whatever. I saw that in the game. I saw that team. They didn't try to. I'm telling you, that offensive line. He was not happy, and he was pulling a Jeff George. He was just like, these dudes suck. Why am I diving for a ball?
Well,
Why am I diving for the ball?
well, I mean, this is the
Oh,
thing.
Lord.
I mean,
You
it's
can dive
I
over the
was
top
thinking
of
I just
people all
saw
season.
11 guys
Dive
get
over the people
destroyed.
all season and act like
Yeah.
Superman, and you couldn't just fall 6'5" and fall on the
Hey,
ball.
you know what?
Still have a chance to win the game.
But you know what?
I mean, I
The
won't
thing that's
argue that
crazy
what
is
you're
that
saying about not falling on the ball because I said to somebody at work today, it's been better than 36 hours since that moment, and I still ain't sure exactly what I was looking at right
Nope.
then and there. I could not formulate a comment one way or the other about the
You
fumble.
saw my comment on Twitter.
You had a, yeah,
Did Cam Newton just bitch out? Did I just see that?
Yes, yes, you did.
that was his
He
comment.
backed up.
Just
Like
bitch out. I was like, oh no.
he almost moonwalked away from the ball.
I was
Like
watching
he
that game,
almost channeled a moonwalk.
and I was like, because it was almost like he saw a snake or something. I was like, he just back. Oh, I'm not jumping down there.
Hey, so
I was
snake.
like, what is going on?
He had a Ricky Waters moment. I mean,
But I can't even compare him
And
to Ricky Waters. Ricky Waters ain't never come close to no MVP. This is Cam Newton. You're in the spotlight. You gotta dive on that ball, man.
But Pete, you
and
gotta
wait,
consider this. Maybe
and
they might have just been happy to get there. You know, that's the thing at the back of their minds. And the thing is,
maybe they're happy to be nominated. It was an honor to be nominated. So
there
you're
you
saying?
go. I mean, the sad thing is that they probably were thinking like Dan Marino.
I think Luke Kuechly.
thought
I
maybe
think Thomas Davis wanted the ring because
I think Luke Kuechly won the
Right.
ring.
Because
I
he
think
was
Thomas
Right, and-
Davis
won
won
that
the
ring.
ring.
Thomas
Wait,
Davis
and
played
here's
with
the
a
thing.
broken arm. Yeah, he
Wanted that
wanted the
ring.
ring because he's not getting any younger. Luke Kuechly
And
balled out.
Jared Allen played with a broken foot.
Yeah,
And here's my thing. When
Kobe
when
Eaton
I'm
wanted
on when
that ring
if I'm
bad.
Tommy Davis,
he did.
if I'm Tommy Davis and Jared Allen, and I've come back to play with major injuries, I've suited up with major injuries, and my quarterback gives the answer of I didn't die for the football because I didn't want to risk injury, and there's 4 minutes left in the Super Bowl, we're not asking you to risk injury in the preseason or week 2. But if you're not going to die for the football with 4 minutes and all you need is 7 points to win it in the Super Bowl, exactly when are you going to risk injury and lay it all on the line for your team? Exactly when does that leadership skill come into play? When you're like, oh, now's a good time. Like today you wanted to wait. Today you wanted to risk injury, and not when there was actually a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
And then he's like, that one play didn't cost us the game. Maybe not, but I'm gonna circle it with a highlighter.
Well,
Because
but I'm saying though, Lenise, though, bottom line is, you said risk injury. Why we got to get hurt? A lot of people die for balls and don't get hurt. I mean,
but that was his answer, not mine. That was his answer, not mine.
I know.
But
But
I
anyway,
don't understand.
let's talk about the X and O's, man.
At the end of the day, this is something where Cam Newton. The irony out of all of this, people are more talking about the Panthers losing than they are talking about the Broncos winning. Nobody's talking.
Sure.
They're barely talking about the Broncos winning or Peyton getting a championship and possibly retiring. They're talking about Carolina.
I don't want to talk about Peyton retiring.
But this is the thing. Cam, every time they've got, Magic Johnson lost in the finals, right? And he had to come back. So maybe Cam Newton can come back from this. But this is the thing. This is a make or break.
Yeah. They okay. Their life is not over. It's another season, and it's still an NFC. They'll be right there.
But my thing is that this is a make. This is the type of moment where
the commentator said, "Don't worry, you'll be in a bunch of Super Bowls."
Yeah, right. And how'd that work out for him?
That's my thing. I agree, Fred. I look at it like
this. I understand what you're saying, but y'all got to stop reaching back 30 years, man.
But this is the thing.
Carolina team. We said Seattle wasn't going back. They went back. There was one more game from going back. This team will get back to this point at one point in time.
But this
in
is
the next 5 years, because the NFC is not good enough to keep them from doing that.
But Pete, what I'm wondering is that when they get back in the OTAs and they start preseason and working out and all that stuff, when Cam Newton talking, who's out? Ron Rivera is going to have to talk to Cam before it gets the season gets started, and say, look, or he may have to talk to Luke Kuechly and say, I need you to lead this team. Because as of right now, the rest of the team is kind of like,
no.
Okay.
No.
Real cats.
2 years ago, Ron Rivera almost lost his job and he's in the Super Bowl. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
They're going to have to try. They're going to have a come to Jesus in the beginning of the season. That I guarantee. Because
I don't disagree with them having a talk, Jason, but It's not gonna fall. I mean, we acting like this is like the end of the road. Like what he did is just decapitated the entire team. Yeah,
He
it's
did
gonna be a
not set off a
roadblock.
nuclear bomb on this team. It was
Yeah, it's
nothing.
gonna be a roadblock, and it's something they're gonna have to get through. But they're a young team; they'll get through it. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's a guarantee they're gonna get back to the Super Bowl. What I'm saying is, when you look at the NFC, there's always a shot. Where in the AFC, you usually have 4 or 5 teams. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in the NFC, they play in the NFC South. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Atlanta. They'll win 10 games next year, and they'll be in the playoffs. So they will always have a shot. They're like the Patriots right now in their division. So I'm saying is they just got to get it together mentally and mature.
But that's my point, Pete, is that they got to get it together mentally.
Don't say anything about that schedule. You'll be having people inbox you.
About the schedule?
Don't say anything about that schedule.
I'm a Dolphins fan. You think I'm scared? What are you talking about?
Coach is a little sensitive about that schedule.
Are they sensitive about the schedule? Did you get inbox about the schedule? Did you get an inbox about the schedule?
Those are the same people that
here's the thing.
the same people that picked the Dolphins to go to the Super Bowl this year. You think I'm scared? Who cares?
Hey, look. And the thing was, I was like, the schedule don't matter. They was mad at me anyway.
Right. But no, Jay, I get
Well, because they're probably Panther fans, and Panther fans. I've had this conversation with y'all. Are some of the most ignorant football fans you'll ever find. Just pointing that out. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm here for that. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that.
But I wasn't even arguing with them.
Well,
it's just that I wasn't agreeing enough.
But I mean,
agreeing enough.
But let's just give credit where credit is due, and we've always talked about there's just certain people in certain industry, in certain situations that they're just better at certain things than others. Let's just give Wade Phillips his credit right now, because Wade Phillips is a beast. This dude.
I've always given Wade Phillips credit as a defensive coordinator. Now he sucks as the head coach.
But I'm saying give him credit for this game, this one game. He was.
He was. You didn't see the meme I put up in the group today? That's like, you the real MVP? Wade Phillips said, you the real MVP. Okay.
Yeah. Snatching hearts. Hearts out of chest.
Brad, tell me if I'm wrong, but
that dude was amazing.
From an X and O standpoint, bottom line, what they did is said, we're going to trust our front four to be good enough to get to the quarterback. We're going to take 2 guys over Olsen and man up everybody else and see if you can beat me.
But they gave him some different looks too. They didn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the whole game, but I'm saying in general. Every time I look,
the majority of the game.
But when they man up Olsen, they put. I almost said a bad word about him, but a T Khalib on the. This fool. Let's just. Can we talk about the fun stuff for the Super Bowl? Let's stop talking about the other stuff. Let's talk about this fool getting 18 personal fouls in 3 minutes.
I think he got paid.
And then
imagine saying 18 personal fouls
in 3 minutes. It's just, and then go get mad at everybody else. That's the sign right there of a ninja. When you getting mad at everybody else for stuff you doing wrong.
I know.
Don't do it.
I know Peyton Manning grabbed his jersey and said, "Look here,
ninjas.
Don't make me go Riley Cooper.
Ninjas are so sneaky and
Riley Cooper
so
up
quiet.
I'm sure Peyton Manning grabbed him and was like by the throat piece and was like, "Look here, son."
No, he didn't.
You damn right I'm mad. You're damn right I'm mad.
I'm sitting there watching this game.
Over 10. What you gonna do?
And let's be real about this. Somebody got a paycheck somewhere. Mike Tolbert fumbles twice in a game.
Demaryius
Thomas can't catch a cold.
Hey, his mama's back. You know what? His mama's back. He ain't focused on football the last year.
Your mom was home.
She was at the game. He was trying too hard to play well with his mom there.
And I get it, man. That's a serious scenario. She was gone for 16 years. I I ain't gonna say
He was
about that,
focused,
but
I'm sure his
and
mom.
nobody, and by the way, Pete, no, I'm not saying that somebody took a check and the fix was in so Peyton could get his last ring. I'm not supporting that BS to pacify the Panther fans.
I was
Y'all
about to say,
lost.
they
no,
been saying
The
that.
I'm just
Denver,
That's been
messing
coming up.
around. I don't,
the number one defense drugged the number one offense, as I said they would.
oh, here we go with the
Let's be
I'm right.
clear.
I forgot about the I'm
Let's
right
be
part. Here we go.
let's be clear. Let's be clear. I'm the only one that took the Broncos. Just wanted to point that out.
That's true.
Okay.
So
Y'all
we
were
won.
all on the Panthers. Like Boom says, y'all were all on the Panthers.
Who cares?
I was right.
You were right.
I just wanted to point that out.
I'm still a Cam
I'll
fan.
make sure
I
your
just
name
know
is at
I'm
the
not
top of the
gonna,
credits this time.
Go ahead.
Hey,
I
I'm a
told you
Cam
I was
fan.
over. I told you I
I'm
hope I was wrong.
Hey,
I was like, I
Yes,
hope
you
I'm
hoped
wrong.
take
you
the
were
Panthers
wrong.
too.
Yes,
I,
yes,
like,
yes.
I hope
I
I
wanted
am
the Panthers
absolutely
too.
wrong.
Well, you know what's funny?
Look,
The funny thing is, what I said kind of came to pass in the actual defensive game that the Panthers had. We doing all this talk about the Broncos defense.
Oh, the Panthers defense had
The
a very
Panthers
good
defense
game as
was
well.
balling.
They
They
got
were the
ran on
ones
though.
that kept. They were the ones that kept the Panthers in the game for as long as they did. And had their quarterback dove for the ball, they still might have came out on top.
see, there
I'm
you
gonna
go.
say
You know
this
what?
again.
There we go.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this again.
Y'all watched the same game I did. You saw
Well,
it.
I said it. Like I said, I'm
He,
watching the
he
game.
hit a Michael Jackson moonwalk away from that ball.
Hey,
He.
I would as long. I'm still a Cam. I like Pan. I still like the Panthers. I'm still a Cam fan. I'm just not going. As long as everything's going right, I'll listen to Cam. As soon
You're
as
not gonna
adversity
apologize,
come his
Jason.
way, I'll be like, oh.
You're not gonna
Hold on a
apologize,
second for
Jason.
that. Let me go get somebody that. Let me go get somebody else that can.
Y'all got
You
to
know.
stop.
You being real
That
unapologetic.
can
Y'all are
coach
Teach me how to
well.
handle
y'all are
adversity.
y'all are acting like this wasn't possible to happen.
I didn't say that.
I know you
I
didn't
didn't
say
say
it,
that.
Rev. I'm talking about
I didn't say that. I didn't say it. However, again, disappointed because you're old enough to know better.
Well,
And I'm certain that the PR team had talked to you throughout the week
No,
about here's the
Look like it.
possibility.
no,
Well,
they did not.
you know what's
No, they did not. I'm
what's
back.
another irony? Cam Newton went to Florida, right? Got kicked out of Florida over the laptop, right? Threw the laptop out the window. That's history, right? He had to figure out what he was going to do. So he went to a junior college, won a championship at a junior college. So
He's reading.
that's some type of that's some adversity, right? He had some problems going on. He came back from that, right? So
Got some
then,
parking tickets too, man. What you got in
his daddy got the new church, got his money for the new church from Mississippi State, and then said, okay, but then Cam was just like, well, I want to go to Auburn, and his daddy was like, oh Lord, I hope we can get this money back. Lord, can we please get this money back?
Inbox JWS. Yeah, inbox
Cam,
him.
you sure you don't want to go to be a Bulldog? He was just like, nah, Daddy, I want to go to Auburn. Oh, please take this money back. Hope this check, y'all take this check back.
Want to mute him now?
So Cam goes to Auburn, right? He has to deal with all that talk from Alabama or whatever in SEC, right? And they win the national title. But I'm just saying, he's dealt with some stuff in his life at some point. You would think
No,
that he would say,
I wouldn't.
I mean, he even had a losing season before that.
No.
Right?
And you saw what he did.
Undefeated
You saw what he
in
did
every
in the
game.
losing season. And you saw what he did. And mind you, anybody that's watching, I am a Cam fan too. I like Cam Newton. But
That
you
brother
saw what he
ain't
did
won.
when he was
He didn't
losing.
go undefeated 4 years in high
Fred,
school.
did you say
I'm
not
sorry.
enough?
Not enough.
Fred, did you say not enough?
Nah, no.
enough.
I'm gonna have to bleed brown to be
I
a
don't see the polarization here, man.
I know.
Either all the way to this end or you're all the way to that end.
But
There is no
Jason,
strategy.
you're trying to create logic around something that's not necessarily. I keep telling it's emotion. I told you we've all played in a big
Absolutely.
game that we thought that we were. I know I have. I played on a baseball team where we had two of the best pitchers in the district ranked in the district and two of the best hitters in the district, and got blown out in the first 2 games of a tournament that we were favorite. Now, mind you, I was riding the pine because I wasn't good enough to get in the game. But at the same time, I actually played. I'm just joking. But my point is, I'm watching this. I'm watching our pitcher get knocked all over the. And if you would have put the camera in front of me, there was no reason to do that. But if you would have, I would have walked away like, man, this some whatever, and walked away. And then next thing you know, people would have been jumping on me. But I'm like, it's
Jason,
emotion.
let me tell you about this time.
But Petey Dukes was not the league MVP. Petey Dukes wasn't 24 hours off of winning the league MVP and becoming the face of the league.
Okay.
And by the way, you're the first black quarterback to win it outright. Okay. You, sir, have a responsibility.
Nobody's.
I'm sorry.
Nobody's saying that.
I'm sorry. So Pete, what I don't want to hear anymore is he's young and he'll mature. Because they told me that when he first came into the league. It's 5 years in. The hell you waiting on to mature? Suck it up, big boy. Put your big boy panties on. Put your zebra pants back on and your goddamn slippers and suck it up.
You're not allowed.
Put the big boy pants back on, okay? I don't want to hear that anymore. So what? He's young. Man the hell up. I don't want to hear it. Tired of it. Sick of that.
He's just not that. He's just not that type of guy.
He's not.
He's not. He's a punk. He's a punk. He's a punk.
I ain't gonna call him a punk. He's still 6'5", 250. I don't like
okay.
I ain't no punk.
Cam, get at me. Cam, you too can inbox me. Cam, you too can inbox me. Because what that is a punk mentality or a bully mentality. Like, dude was like the little boy that brings his ball out in the neighborhood, and because he starts losing, he gonna take his ball home, and they don't care nobody play.
I've done that.
The thing the one thing that's a shame is that Cam knew when he went to that when he went to media day.
I would take the pump when the ball was low.
He was trying to tell people that I'm gonna be the quarterback. I want to be, Cam went to media day and did his Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna be the champ. I want to be the champ speech, right? So he knew that people were talking about him in any way, shape, or form, right?
He didn't do nothing.
So when he went back to when they lost, right?
He didn't do nothing.
You can't talk about
all he had to do.
Hey, won a Super Bowl. Ain't do nothing.
If Cam Newton was like, I'm Cam Newton, NFL MVP, he could have said, hold on, man. Do I got to come out right now? Let me cool off. Let me put my suit on, take my time, so I can try to relax and then get my thoughts together. He said, I'm going to go out there,
you know what happened?
And just throw my stuff on and just sit there, throw my hoodie on, and just.
We can't sit here and start trying to tell people and put words in their mouth. This is what they should have said. This is what they. We can't do that. We like to do that. We can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
They do it every day on sports.
That ain't it.
Hold up. I'm just gonna say this. Trivia question. Let's move on. Paid man or whatever. Trivia question. Name the last MVP of the league to win the Super Bowl.
That what?
Tom Brady.
When?
Ain't none of these Super Bowls. He was not the MVP. And none of these Super Bowl wins.
The year that Tom Brady was the MVP of the Super Bowl, the league, if I'm not mistaken, that was the year
Giants when he lost.
Yes. Name the last MVP to win the Super Bowl.
Joe Montana.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying like it's. I'm just trying to think about it.
I don't know, but Pete, if there's a point there, then other MVPs have lost and they've sat through their interviews. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm trying to move on from this subject. You keep going back to it.
Okay.
Talking about working Cam Newton.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's talk about Peyton. Yay, Peyton got his second ring.
I was just trying to make.
Oh wait, Prev's got the answer. Go ahead.
Let's see if y'all are smart enough to figure that out.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, 1999.
That's all I was trying to ask because somebody asked me. That was like Cam Newton lost. I was like, hell, he might have had a mojo against him off the top because I don't remember the last MVP that's won the Super Bowl. I was just kind of making a fun fact.
I bet Steve McNair talked to the media after he lost. I'm done.
Oh, see, y'all got McNabb talked to the podium. Kaepernick
did.
talked. Russell Wilson
He sure
talked.
did.
All of
Sure
them
did.
talked. It's okay.
But they're different guys. Those aren't the same guys. They not.
McNabb is about his. You know what? Let's move on. I ain't even gonna talk about McNabb. Peyton Manning. No,
We're talking about Peyton Manning.
That's
Yes.
my dude, but he ain't do jack scratch and won a daggone title.
Hey,
Yes.
he's
Okay.
sound like a
But
last
we-
Super Bowl winner.
And I'm happy for him.
Sound like the
so
last
happy.
Super Bowl winner.
Okay.
I'm so
But
happy that he ain't do
we've
jack scratch
discussed.
and won the Super Bowl.
Look, wait, but we've discussed before. You don't need a great quarterback to win the Super Bowl. Ask Trent Dilfer. You just need a dude that's gonna manage the game and not turn the ball
But
over.
when you say that, Lenise, but when you say that, but we will turn him back around and say, oh, but he lost the Super Bowl to the Seattle. I mean, we can't have it both ways. It's a team.
But no, I didn't say that. But I didn't say that.
A lot of people, look,
of course, a lot of people did. Of course, a lot of people did.
I'm talking to commentators or anybody on this panel that's ever said these words, talking about, oh, Peyton Manning is lost in the playoffs and he's the best regular season quarterback and all this stuff. And then as soon as he happens to be on the team that wins his second title, oh, well, he's got one game over 500 in the playoffs and he's a 5-time MVP. Remember that. And he's all
200 wins in the
have it both ways. The quarterback is the reason. The quarterback isn't the reason. I'm like, look, Peyton Manning is probably the most grateful man on this earth right now that he just happened to have that type of defense. Because I told people when he won it with the Colts, what happened in that game? They ran the ball and they put Rex Grossman in a damn bun.
Didn't do jack scratch.
And he did not blow up the scoreboard. When Brady won 2 of his Super Bowls, he did not blow up the scoreboard.
No.
Roethlisberger's first Super Bowl didn't do nothing.
Was terrible. They won. The Pittsburgh Steelers won in spite of Roethlisberger because he played horrible. And then he turned the ball over and he was terrible.
I was about to say Pittsburgh had 15 people on the field at every play. 17 people on the field every play with them ones in the stripe.
They needed one for the thumb. They needed that one for the thumb.
And they got it.
And Peyton Manning, speaking of that one for the thumb, sit your butt down. Go do Saturday Night Live on the regular. Be a commentator, be a coach. Sit down. Go. Just it's done. Just call Michael Strahan.
And see how it's done.
Call Jerome Bettis. Call Ray Lewis. Call these dudes and let them talk you down. Just sit down, man. It's a wrap. Thank you.
I think he's gonna retire. I appreciated the fact that he did not announce it during the Super Bowl week because then that would have made it ridiculously all about him rather than about his team.
It would have been about.
I appreciate and respect that.
For product placement.
What did you?
What?
It also might have hindered
Bring me a ton of Budweiser, Papa John's.
Yeah, Papa John's. Ton of Budweiser.
And if somebody
But Budweiser, but he doesn't. But he doesn't promo for Budweiser yet.
He about to.
But he will.
Wait, and DeMarcus. But did you notice DeMarcus Ware was trying to get him a deal too? Because he was like, it's Miller time.
And don't be.
He's like, I tell him all the time, it's Miller time.
Don't be surprised DeMarcus Ware say.
Right.
Oh, I think he's retiring too. I think DeMarcus Ware is retiring too.
And especially with cats getting hurt and stuff and concussions and all that, they're probably gonna be like, man, I don't need this.
Man, that's just the CT talking.
No.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God.
All I know is that shot of Eli Manning was classic.
That was fun.
It was priceless. I'm like, why is he looking like that? What's wrong?
Yes.
The moment you realize you don't.
You can't brag about having more rings.
Thanksgiving dinner just got a whole lot more interesting.
I lost it.
That was good stuff.
Good.
That was good stuff. Did you see the post I made about what TJ Ward said right after the game was over? On the field? Oh my God, that was great. They were talking to him. They asked him what he thought about, how much the Panthers were talking and stuff the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl and their behavior and stuff. And TJ Ward was like, it's okay, we just let them talk and whatnot. He said, they're trying to be backup dancers. We were trying to be champions.
See, but you can't talk like that before you, man, whatever. I'm over it.
I was like, That is great. I was like, that is great. That was one of the best one-liners ever.
You didn't say that when they was looking at the Super Bowl last year. Oh, get off of that crazy.
That was great. Hey, sometimes you just let your plays, like we were letting our plays speak for us, but that was good stuff. I was like, that now Cam heard that and walked off. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, he might have been mad about that. That should have pissed you off. But it was funny.
All right, kids that pout, 6'5", 245. Keep picking on them kids that pout. Keep on. We trying to be champions. Okay.
Y'all trying to be backup dancers. We trying to be champions.
LaShawn McCoy, you right here.
Oh, stop! No, Shady, no.
Hit a nerve there.
Shady out here stomping on cats.
Hey,
I'm so no, not cats, cops. He's stomping on cops.
Maybe Chip Kelly was right, man. Whew.
No, because Chip Kelly didn't let him go because he thought he was a thug. That was Deshaun Jackson.
Well, I'm saying maybe he got him mixed up because we all look like. Never mind.
Shut up. Shut up, Pete. Shut up.
Just saying,
Oh, God.
Shady,
don't worry about Cam getting in the fight. Don't worry about that.
Why not?
I don't fight. Cam, I don't fight.
Cam might catch.
Okay.
Cam be like, I don't fight, man. I don't fight.
Keep it up.
His face.
Keep it up. All right. Y'all talking all this trash, so keep it up.
Hey,
the biggest dude in the room is still the biggest dude in the room.
You act like Cam's a regular viewer of the Double S Project.
No, I'm just saying in general, like the TJ Wars and these boys, the biggest room in the dude is still the biggest room in the room. Okay, that's always been my motto. The biggest room in the room is still.
You mean the biggest dude in the room?
Sometimes you gotta chop the tree down.
Okay, sorry, I said it wrong. The biggest dude in the room is still the biggest dude in the room. Anytime we was hanging out with PJ, we always kept in mind that no matter how
he was the biggest dude in the room,
he was still the biggest dude in the room.
I'm
6'5", 310.
I'm more scared of I'm scared of the craziest dude in the room, not the biggest dude in the room.
Yeah, but
the guy with nothing to lose.
The craziest dude with the guy that's nothing to lose. If he's 4'11", I think I can handle that still. If he's 6'5",
it's a problem. But sometimes a 6'5" crazy.
That much pressure on myself to really try to handle somebody 6'5".
Sometimes
you know what I'm saying, Lenise? I'm not going to try to put that much pressure.
The 4'11" crazy.
You're not risking it, Pete.
Used to be.
The 4'11" guy, unless I see something sharp, I get my hands on him. I'm good.
Hey, no. 6'5" turned to 4'11" with no knees. 4'11" can take out 6'5".
Jason, you got to get to the knees. That's Mike Tyson. I mean, get to the knees. Ask him about Lenny Lewis. You got to get to them knees. Anyway. But,
I'm not fooling with you, Pete.
Heavyweight.
So there was a Super Bowl this weekend, right?
Man, no.
There was a Super Bowl this weekend.
No, there wasn't.
No, there was a heart snatch.
It was a game that was played that wasted my big screen energy. I could have watched it on the small TV.
It was a defensive struggle. It was a defensive struggle that we figured it was going to come down to, and the defense has scored.
I mean, I like
coach firing though.
I enjoyed the game.
Game. Oh yeah,
Fish.
Considering that.
Oh yeah, Fisher. Derek Fisher got fired.
You got to be a coach. You got to be a coach for more than 2 years to be considered a coach. He wasn't a coach.
Oh,
he was another player.
That's rude.
I mean, when you
that's rude.
When you smash players' wives, I mean. Come on, dude.
Even thinking about that.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh, God.
How you expect people to follow you as a leader? If you smashing players' wives, they like, man, how am I supposed to believe a word you say?
Because you might be in my house. Because you might be in my house.
Dang, you messing around? Shoot.
Man, we got email. You're gonna have to deliver the playbook to my house.
All right. Just like
every time coach is late,
like, dang, man.
You gotta bring
like, dang, man, can you go away? I'm sitting here drawing up plays.
Right.
Man, I remember when D Fish was on the Utah Jazz. They gave him a standing ovation at the Lakers. His daughter had a heart condition or whatever. Mm-hmm. And next I'm like, what? What happened? Now this dude just.
Goes to show you the same thing that happens every time somebody gets in trouble or whatever.
It
You
is
think
what
you
it is.
know them, but you don't know them.
But you don't know.
You don't know them
And
dudes.
still, the biggest man in the room is still the biggest man. I'm sorry.
Hey,
It's still
No,
biggest
but
man in
that's a
the man.
perfect example. That's a perfect
Biggest man in
example.
the man.
You
It's
think
still
you
the
know,
biggest man.
but you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
We thought we
You
knew
don't
him,
know them though.
but we didn't know him.
I'm
For
about to go.
who?
I'm about to go
For
get
what?
find my hoodie and eat me some yogurt. Like prayer.
But
Cam, Ricky
Stop
running
talking to
water
people.
and do. For
Stop.
who? For
again,
what?
if y'all need band-aids for feelings,
I don't like them band-aids. I like the shit.
we got them.
I like the shit.
Ladies,
We
I
got
think Cam need to change his number to 4.
The four.
4.
44. For who? For what? It's just 444.
Shout out
No.
to Ricky Wade.
You want me to dive on the football?
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers
Why?
to the city of Charlotte.
Not shout out to Ricky Williams for who, for Ricky Waters for who, for what. I love it.
What?
But if you like what we do,
No.
give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel.
Cam, where Cam go?
Yes.
It's
Cam.
simple. Cam,
Cam
please,
walked out.
Please subscribe, Cam.
Oh,
Cam
so
walked out.
immature. Grow up.
So terrible.
So immature.
It's horrible. You're not allowed to do that just because Peyton Manning did it. You can't do that.
You're a new father, Cam. Rethink what you did.
What did Peyton Manning really do? What am I missing here? Anyway.
You're raising a son, Cam. Think about what you did.
What you mean?
I like
He named
it.
his son
Sound
Chosen.
advice.
He named it So Chosen. It's okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's already too late. Chosen is damned.
He's already walking at 1 month.
I just
What?
hope nobody. I hope he don't fall down because he may just stay down because, you know, if it's in his genes, he might be like, "Oh man, I fell. I fell. I'm down, Daddy. I'm down." And he'd be like, "Man, what we gonna do?
Can't get back up because I
We
can't risk
get
an
back up
injury.
'cause, shoot,
And I'm going on the
I
record
don't know
right
what to
now.
do. I
Panthers
don't know what to
back
do.
to
You
the
fell
Super
down,
Bowl.
man. I don't know what it's like.
Panthers
to fall.
what?
They'll
What'd you say, Pete?
They're going back to the Super Bowl in the next 2 years. They'll be
Next
back.
2 years?
Yeah.
Wait, Cam went to go get his yogurt. Cam went to go get his yogurt.
That ain't the yogurt he eats. I got the Onky, whatever.
Dannon.
The Oki, is it Okios? Dan and Okios or something?
Okios.
He won't have
The
it. It
Okios.
won't- There won't be a Valentine's Day version for Cam yogurt. You know why?
He drinking.
I'm scared to
Denise?
ask.
Denise, you know why?
Why?
Why? What do you need to have for Valentine's Day?
A heart?
Oh, that's terrible. You know what?
I'm just saying. Speaking of which, shout out to all the Valentine's Day babies. Me.
I don't want to talk about that. You know what? I'm cutting that part out.
Look,
Happy
me.
birthday. I don't know if we'll be on during that
I'm
time.
gonna start editing the show again. I'm out.
You know what? Don't hate because I gave my, because we don't normally do shout outs, but I'm giving myself a shout out.
We'll be back on in a few
Y'all
weeks.
have a good
Peace out.
Cam, we
Y'all
just
have a
playing
good
with
one.
you, man.
Peace.
Just
Give us
playing with you, man.
give us a
You can
thumbs
come
up.
back. You can come back, Cam.
Give us a thumbs
You can
up.
be professional.
Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up.
Y'all are terrible. I'm out.
You love
Not
us.
Budweiser.
You love us.
Later. Damn right I'm out.
Right.
Damn right. Peyton Manning. Peace.
Oh God, peace.